Hello coders, I welcome you to another beautiful moment on web development. And in this segment we are creating a calculator. And now I would like to talk shortly about what web tools can achieve. Though calculator can be written, can be done, created, built with another language for the likes of Java, C++, C Sharp, C. But the web development like JavaScript can do the same, and in fact for some it's best for some tasks. It's best in a place for some tasks. They all have their whole advantage and disadvantage, but this class is not meant to discuss that. We just want to do we just want to know that this JavaScript is can do way better than just building websites. Just like the majority believe that being a programmer is you just have to create websites. No, being a programmer is more than that. Just like the calculator, this calculator can work on web. Yes, that's true. It can be also be converted to work on some Windows environments, Android environments, and iOS, Mac. So now let's discuss how we arrive at this beautiful calculator by looking at this box over here, the blue box. That's the body of the calculator, and we have the buttons, yellow buttons, orange and red. So I click here on this element. Before you get here, you press Ctrl Shift I, or you right click and click on inspect. Let me right click and I click on inspect. If I click on inspect, then this box, this black, this will come out. It's actually for debugging. It's a debugging tool. It's being used to debug. Debugging is the heart of looking for errors in programming. So okay, on this calculator is made up of 3 files. We use 3 files here, and let's look at the files quickly. I click here, introduce. So this is the code that made up calculator. You can see the numbers there, and the other 2 files are this CSS and the JavaScript file. So let's look at the CSS first. Click and I come here. So this is the button over. This is what happens when you over is when you move the mouse over the button. What shape effects do you want to take place? That's what happens in the hover. And we have code for screen container. Then I go back here. Okay, so this side I click on this and I come here. I click on this blue. So it's showing all the code, the portion of the code that makes up this blue. You can see the effect. Like if I come here and I cancel this is the shape I have. If that is telling us that if this very line marked with is not there, this is the shape. This is what we are going to have. Let me return it back. So now let me look at this very portion, this very place in our code. It's container and it's on CSS 20. So I come here, this container, that is it. This is the code. Yeah, the one that defined the body of the calculator, the container. And I go back. So this, look at this background color. If it's not there, what are we going to have? I remove it. Can you see? This is how it should look like. So I return it back. This padding, what if it's not there? This is how it should look like. So I return it back. That's it on CSS. Actually, this class is not for beginner. This class is for, it's not just for a complete beginner. You must have gone through the HTML, CSS and JavaScript to continue on this class. And now let's check this button. What are the codes that made up of this button? I click on here. Oh, before this button, let's look for the screen. I click on screen. So the screen code for the screen is written in two places, and let's look at that in the CSS code. As you can see, you have screen here, you have code for screen, the padding, font size 28, and text alignment right. This one is one that to make the text to flow the right way. And but again, okay, here we have the screen. The line here tells the screen to be white background color, meaning that the screen should not be taller than 150 pixel. We have the border radius, that's the what makes it curve, and we have the margin. So let's go back and see the effect those code, this line of code cause this calculator, their work. So now I click on the screen. This is the screen of the calculator, so that we can see what's going on here. Let me just put some number here. I like to put 22 plus 6 equals to, yeah, our calculator is working. So if it has no background, this is the result. So I return the background. If it has no height, this is what you're going to have. So I will return it back. This is the one that actually hold. Now what about border radius? Border radius is what works on the corner. Just shape the corner. Then I come back to this margin. Yeah, the margin is what I'll actually put the button down later. So I go over to this part screen. This padding, the padding is what I shift the content away from the border, shift it inward. That's the padding. The margin shift content, shift things outward, things that are beside, up and down the element. Say okay. The font size, if the font size is not there, if this line is taken out, this is the size of the content. We have the size of the text, and we have the alignment. This one that actually produce text rightward towards the right. That's about the screen. So now let's move to the button. I click here and I click on button, and the button here, this is the code from the button. This is actually the first button our CSS style. Can you see it here? And the hover, this is the effect that takes place when you move your mouse. Right, can you see when the mouse is on it, there's kind of shadow behind this button. So you have the over, that's over effect. So if I remove this white, what is going to happen? Can you see that? It will take shape. The wide is the width is actually what specifies the horizontal size of the button. The height, we have the height, the background. So you can change the background if you want, even here. But I think I like the color it was. I'd rather leave it that way.